That was a little bit noisy. We're gonna see if we can squeak a little bit more wattages out of these solar panels up here. If you can remember, we tilted only the north side panels, and that was kind of an experiment because we weren't really sure how much more power we were gonna get out of it. Originally, we increased it by about double almost. And so now we're hoping to squeeze a little bit more out because we're having to run that, because we're trying to run that generator a little too much lately.
We're shooting for another double.
Yeah. Or if you're from Canada, a double. Homestead side project.
Yeah. Always squishing rocks. Squishing stones into the mud. Make it more strong. Less squishy.
All right, so the idea is right now this one is tilted for winter mode, and this one here is tilted for summer mode. Originally, I couldn't tilt both of them the same direction because this one on the passenger side right there was going to shade the bottom edge about a quarter of the panel here. So what I'm thinking is if we can connect these two panels together and just make them one panel series, that we could just tilt them both up and they'll both be in the same plane. Yeah.
We made it to the roof.
We're on the roof. The idea is that this will connect them both together and basically just pull this all up. So I'm thinking of leaving this connected and then unscrewing these two, unscrewing those two, and then together, Erin and I will lift this up and we'll get one put in. And this will probably sit on the back side of these, on both of those.
Cool. Making a bridge.
Making a bridge, yeah.
Marking for center.
Got these two for the next side.
Marking for center.
Marking for center. Just so that we can kind of get them even. So these are also approximately 2 inches apart when that one is down. So if it's approximately 2, I'll put
one on each side.
A dot on each side so we can kind of have an idea. I can't even pick up the... There we go. Dang old Bluetooth and a metal bus don't work well together. Oh, 94 watts. All right, well, it is pretty cloudy out right now, so having 94 watts is, I guess, better than nothing.
Should be easy to beat.
All right, so undo that, this one first.
Which one? Glad it's not windy.
I know, it was windy earlier.
Yeah. This one.
this one too?
Hold on that one for a second. Let's secure it to this first.
Okay.
So pull it up. And then let me get this one on. Oh. I wonder if, you know what, we might have to go on this side instead.
That's fine.
Yeah. No, that's going to be the same height as that. So we'll probably get this one going pretty good. And then once we get to a certain point, then we just hold it and screw the other side. Okay, that'll work. Whew.
Oh,
Odie is right. All right, I'll hold this up if you want to get your first one on. So here's where the center, here's where the center is. On
I know, but I'm just making sure I have it the same as yours.
Yep.
Works. Okay, so the center you want lined up with the edge of the metal?
Yeah.
The edge of the black one?
Yeah, that's how mine ended up being. That'll work good.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Now if you can grab, go grab the drill.
Okay, you got the panel?
Yep.
I don't know where I'm stepping yet, so I'm kind of like a big baby up here.
No problem.
Little wimp. And like that, we're done.
We're almost done.
It's gonna be a quick fix.
This might be pretty quick, yeah. All right, so I tighten this one all the way so that it doesn't move too much as I drill. And then I'm just finding a hole here on the angle iron. And I'm trying to be careful not to hit the panel so we don't destroy the panel. I was not squeezing it completely. Just because I wanted it to go slow so I could have more control. All right, that one's nice and tight. Bye-bye.
Is this okay just to undo it? I guess so.
Absolutely.
I'm a little cautious because these are not a cheap thing to f around with.
Yeah. It is so nice out here whenever the generator's not running.
Mm-hmm. I know, I get sick of listening to that stupid thing.
I know. That's why I'm hoping that this brings in enough solar production that we can stop running it. How cool would that be?
Even if we ran it half what we were running it,
Yeah.
it would be a miracle.
Be excellent.
I understand you're going to get cloudy days and stuff, but on sunny days when you're not getting that much power, it's frustrating.
Yeah. Here's how it's going to go down. I'm going to unscrew this one. When I do that, this bottom edge is going to become loose. I'm going to lift this edge up. It's not going to fall because it's still connected right here.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pivot it up like this. And then this side needs to go down and this side goes on top of it. Yeah.
That side goes on top of this one.
Yeah, this needs to be on the bottom.
Okay, so I'm going to lower this a little bit.
Yes.
And then I can grab that bottom edge.
Yeah. Yeah, once I get this unscrewed.
Okay. I guess you'll be able to handle that panel.
And then what you'll do is you'll throw one of those bolts right there one of the knobs through the hole. Once I get it through my side here, I'll be like, all right, throw yours in, so that we get about the same distance. Yep. All right, lower passenger side.
I'm trying to get on the inside of it.
Yep.
Which one are you holding? There we go.
There you go. All right, now let it down. You may hold it on the outside here so that your hand doesn't get in a pinch point. So lift that side backwards towards the driver's side. So right here, make this edge go towards driver's side more.
I understand what you're saying. I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
All right. There you go. Push it a little bit more. Let's see.
I'm just trying not to drop them.
Okay. Don't worry about the bottom panel. I've got this bottom panel. So push this one up.
Is that better?
Yeah, let me throw this one in. That's probably far enough. There you go.
There.
Yeah, can you slide that in?
Is that okay there?
Yep, right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just need more than one hand.
Yeah. Good job.
I'm not so strong.
You're doing a great job.
Okay. You want to
Nice.
come across?
Yep, come
You get through there. You can hand me the drill.
Actually, I'll use it while I'm down here.
Okay.
All right, let me tighten your bolt here. All right, hold it right there.
Where I am?
Yep. Down just a little bit. Right there.
Okay. Nice. There's a bolt. I'll get the back.
All right, you go.
Ah! That thing's heavy. And a washer. Stuff probably.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we'll have another support here, or maybe right here, or maybe here, and then we're gonna change these out.
To be taller.
Yeah. We'll change it out next. Our next maneuver.
Where are you? You hear that woodpecker? Not quite. So, we went from this right here to that. Yeah, baby. No, it's hilarious.
What?
If we're sitting on the roof and you want shade, you just sit under the solar panels.
That is pretty funny.
It's like an awning.
Yeah. All the paint's peeling off of this galvanized channel here.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have even painted it.
What a waste of our time.
What a waste of money.
I think that is too cold. Probably.
No, it's zinc coated, so we would have to do a
Sand it?
vinegar treatment to it to strip off the zinc.
You don't know what you know until you know it.
That's for sure. All right.
Come out of your fort.
Coming out of my little fort.
There we go. We're productive when the sun goes down. It's our jam.
When we wake up.
Yeah, right. We've been up since like gosh knows when. But we like to be productive right before the sun goes down because it lights a fire in us. I said I saw a woodpecker. It lights a fire in us to, really give it for the last few minutes of sunlight.
Have it now. Alright, that's it right there.
I gotta say, Brian's really been racking his brain on how to get more solar production. This past month, we spent $180 on gasoline to run our generator. And that's just because the days are super short and some days, even on super sunny days, we're not collecting as much solar as we could be. Probably half the amount that we could be, according to what our panels are rated for. So Brian came up with this idea the other day. And I think that it's a good one. What do you think, Silly?
I think it's an okay one.
I think this is a good idea.
I think it's gonna work out nice.
I think you'd be silly not to try it.
I think I'd be more silly than I am right now not to try it.
Well, that's what I thought. I guess the point that I was getting at before was that though we are off-grid, we're not completely off-grid. And this is like something that keeps coming up in our comments and stuff. People are like, oh, aren't you so happy you're finally off-grid? And we're like, yeah, we're off-grid, but we're not totally off-grid because we're paying for gasoline to run the bus. We're not water sovereign. We have to go pick up water. So are we well on our way? Yes, indeed. But I don't know if anybody off-grid is ever really off-grid.
Yeah.
Like in reality. Do you still go to the grocery store? If you still go to the grocery store, buy gasoline, buy screws and nuts and bolts and brooms and things.
Yeah.
Things for your hair, whatever, makeup, jewelry, clothing.
Farmer's market.
Yeah, you're not off grid. If you still buy stuff from other people, probably. And I don't think that the goal is to be completely off grid. We want to be like
food sovereign,
community oriented, like we support locals. And we're not there for any of that, but that is our goal. And every day we do try to think about how we could be a little more off grid and put a little less into big, deep pockets and more into community pockets.
Yeah, community pockets.
Community pockets.
All right, it is 9:14 the next morning, and it looks like we're pulling in 411 watts. It's the most I've ever seen in the morning. We need to clean the panels.
Whew, it's crispy out. Looks like it's about -5 Celsius right now out here. Sun's out, it's nice and bright. I don't see any clouds in the sky. Panels look like they're doing pretty good, nice and tilted, but they are a little bit dirty. So we're gonna wash them off real quick. All right, that's a lot better. I'll do the same to the other side. A little bit of that country dust. Whee, country dust. Nice and clean. All right, now that those panels are clean, the sun's not even very high in the air. Let's go check and see what are now wattage is, and we'll check again at around 1 or 2 when the sun is the highest. Holy smokes, it's freaking cold. It's -5 right now. Oh, I left you up here. Sorry about that. It's cold. Come warm up. All right, now that solar panels are clean, it's 923, 495 watts. That's not bad. That's a little bit of an increase from dirty panels to clean panels. So now we'll wait until around 1 or 2 when the sun's at like the highest point for the day, and we'll see what we're getting. Almost 500 watts. Holy smokes. We got 500 watts, folks. This is going to be crazy solar production day. I'm so excited about this. Hopefully we don't have to run the generator today at all. Coffee time. All right, back up here on the roof. Got some angle iron. It was getting dark last night, so I couldn't finish this last night. But we had to deform this angle just a little bit because the knob wouldn't fit, but it's still really freaking strong. So I don't know, I might grab some pliers and square this out, back out, and see if I can't get that squared out again so that it's an angle once again. But that's kind of like what we're looking at. So I got to do the one that's going to go right over there, and then also the one on the far side of the one in front. So here's my angle piece. Let's climb over there and see if we can't mark this out. I've got to say that it is freaking cold today. Right now it is freezing out. I should probably put on another jacket or something. But first, let's get this marked up. I also want to secure these cables to keep them from flopping around. We'll do that here in a second also. Let's see, we're going off of the big one there. Holy moly. I am gonna go put on a sweater. I'm freaking shaking over here, I'm so cold. So let's see, let's mark this one as B for back. And then we'll do F for front on that one over there. Oh, chilly, chilly. But we're already getting more solar production, so I'm happy about that. So something I have noticed is whenever I try to shake it back and forth like this, it doesn't feel like there's any shear going back and forth, because I was thinking that maybe I might need like a diagonal piece coming up, but this is solid. So I don't know if I'll need one of those. If you are an engineer and you know about stuff like this, let me know if I need a diagonal one or if I'll be good like this, but like, it feels freaking solid. I think that we'll be able to handle some pretty high winds with this. So let's go cut and then come back up and install. Alrighty, so now that I'm down here on the ground, a little too zoomed in. I'm gonna check our Victron app to see what our batteries are at. I gotta come here to the side of the bus. Holy smokes, 1215 watts, 1214 right now. Look at that. That is the live reading right now, 12:13 it looks like. And it's 11:32 a.m. So we're not even at the peak of the day yet, and we're already getting, whew, that is bright. We're already getting better production than on our best time with the other panel configuration. So with just the north side slope down. So these are at 56 degrees right now, which is the calculation for our particular latitude where we're at. So that looks really good up there. Just gotta get these last few supports put up, and then we'll be good to go. The only thing that I found is the downside so far with how I'm doing it is that the knobs on the sides up there are gonna prevent it from being bedded completely. So if we wanted to go and drive down the road, we'd have to take this all apart. But I think at that point that we're gonna go drive, I'll probably buy more angle iron and just replace the bottom string of angle iron that is up there so that we can fully bed it. This was just a quick and dirty to see, and very inexpensive, to see if we're able to capture more solar here in the winter in the Ozarks on our solar panels for our skoolie here on our homestead. So I'm super excited about that. Let's finish this project. All right, so for cutting this angle iron, I'm still using the diamond wheel, the Lennox diamond cutoff wheel, and then also using these flat discs to take the burrs off. This wheel here, this blade, is getting pretty old. It still has a little bit of the rough diamond surface on it. But I do have to say, this blade is the second blade that we've used on our skoolie build. We haven't used any other ones, other than the real aggressive one that I used a couple times but didn't like it. So this blade's holding up very, very well, and I'm very happy with it. So I think that it was worth I think it was like 13 bucks or something like that, that we paid for it. I'm gonna just use a screw on this one because the knob is hitting over here, and I think it would be stronger for right now. I think after doing this little experiment, this is really making me want to go get some new angle iron, or maybe, oh, bye-bye. Okay. Remember, that knob is over by the garlic, right over here on the front of the bus. Help me remember that. There we go. Solid, y'all. Solid. Whew. That's great. Okay, now let's go do the back one, which is the harder of the two. All right, both sets of panels are now set to 56 degrees. Yes! That is so exciting. Next up, let's go down and see, now that it is getting closer to best solar time. Right now it's 12:47. And the sun is getting pretty high up there. I'm curious to see if we can squeak out some more solar from these panels. Yeah. All right, now we're outside. Let's go to the side of the bus. Bluetooth isn't so long range through the bus. If you know anything about Bluetooth, it's not really good at all. All right, let's see. We are pulling up the app for the solar and 12:18. Holy smokes, 12:17, 12:18. This is so awesome. This is so cool. That is the most I've ever seen on these panels, ever. And I think the sun is pretty close to as high as it's gonna get. So I'm super excited about that. And they're strong up there. They're totally strong. But I think that the next thing that I'll do to these eventually is get the angle iron solid pieces for each side. I'm totally happy with how we went about it this time. I'd never put up solar panels before, neither had Erin, and so we really needed to figure out like what was going to be the best situation for installing solar panels on a skoolie. And my original idea of being able to tilt just one on one side and then one on another side, you know, it was an idea. It was worth trying it, right? Worth doing it. We did it, got a result. We did a film on that. And now that we've got both of them done like this, I think if I was to do this for more solar panels up on top, I would start off with having them connected together so that we could tilt off of either side. That way we don't have to run the risk of potentially shading the panel from one to the other. So more solar panel fun to come, because I have a feeling that we're gonna want some solar panels on the roof of the shop whenever we get that going, because that won't interfere with rainwater catchment at all. And so very happy with this. Woohoo!